you up and leave and somehow forget about me. I want you to know about everything you mean to me. Before you go and see your broader world, new side of things, let me tell you why it benefits you to take me. You can see the brighter city lights. You can have a less stressful life. You can have a more peaceful night. I'm sure, but you are 'cause I am. I can outlive any man. I am the core of who you are. So when you go, you gotta take me there. Take me. When you go, you gotta take me there. Have you ever let go of something you wish you could hold? Imagine that, and no pair of jeans, some old jewelry. Oh, I'm so much bigger than that. Don't you know? Ooh. Before you go and see your broader world, new side of things, let me tell you why it benefits you to take me. You can see the brighter city lights. You can have a less stressful life. You can have a more peaceful night. I'm sure, but you are 'cause I am. I can outlive any man. I am the core of who you are. So when you go, you gotta take me there. Take me. When you go, you gotta take me there. Now you walk like that. I'm the reason that you talk like that. I'm the reason that your skirt is so tight. I'm the reason you're green, not left with your right. You can see the brighter city lights. You can have a less stressful life. You can have a more peaceful night. I'm sure, but you are 'cause I am. I can outlive any man. I am the core of who you are. So when you go, you gotta take me there. When you go, you gotta take me there. When you go, you gotta take me there. You say you want all my time, but with my time, you wanna dig more. You say you wanna live your life, but don't know how to do it with me. Just relax your mind, don't think too hard about it. I don't want nobody, it's you for me, let's grow. Tables have turned, build it up to crash it. Want change, but still don't. Seems like you want us crushed and burned, caged up and took the key. I take the key so they don't see me. Why? Insecure, but I need you. Don't know, I can't let you go. I need you, baby. Ooh, just don't pick a fight with me. Don't make me wanna quit. 'Cause I need you, baby. Not easy to walk away. God, just save me later. No. How could you say you want all my time, but with my time, dig more. You say you wanna live your life, but don't know how to do it with me. Just relax your mind, don't think too hard about it. I don't want nobody, it's you for me, let's grow. Tables have turned, build it up to crash it, won't change, but still don't. If I get booked, would you stick around? What can you be sick about? Long flights, rearrange my guts in different states. Sip good, eat good, anywhere gets better. Keep that energy all the time, don't switch up. Now some things are only allowed. You got me feeling surrounded. Pieces that will never boom. Some memories we made sure that they drown. Dizzy, used to be witty, made us vicious. Still in your vision. Walk away, we continue to stay. Walk of shame or fate. We don't know what's better. Love and forgive. Tired of all the stress, tired of all the bullshit.
Hey y'all, what you doing tonight?
Girl, nothing. What is there to do? The world is shut down.
I mean, we gotta do something. It's Halloween.
Y'all remember when we went to that Halloween party last year? It was lit all by ass, man.
Man, we was lit as fuck. That's whack. We don't know when we gonna ever go outside again. But, bitch, when we do, we gonna be
outside! All right, y'all. I'm ready to call it a night.
No, it's raw T on shot. Come on.
Way too sexy.
Oh shit. Wrong room. Y'all going in.
If you wanna twerk with me, better turn up on 3. My hands on my knees, dipping it slowly. Better hop on that, this, that. Shit, they at this bag, you better handle that. I see you watching me, but can you catch the beat? I know I see you thinking, but while I'm drinking, I'm turning up tonight, letting the bullshit slide. My week was stressful, twerking this meditation, no. I'm out with my girls, letting my ass twirl. We out here having fun, to rock shotgun. We ready to be booted, tooted. I see them girls lurking, while my girls twerking. They don't want these problems, don't wanna catch a case, because the honor correct, and dads make it loud. Mari disrespect, but Johnny would've stumped a child. Sade TTG, Tati right behind me. If you wanna twerk with me, better turn up on 3. My hands on my knees, dipping it slowly. Better hop on that, this, that. Shit, they ask is bad, you better handle that. We came to have fun, so chill with your gun. Go chill with your son, make an underton. My girls is bosses, count your losses. Not on our level, guys, they go pedo. Go with your baby mama, where is the baby? That hoe is crazy, go find you a lady. I'm turning up tonight, letting the bullshit slide. My week was stressful, twerking this meditation, no. I'm out with my girls, letting my ass twirl. We out here having fun, so rock shotgun. We ready to be booted, tooted. I see my girls lurking, while my girls twerking. Each shit down the ride, like security by my side. So don't cross that line, your ass gon' get hurt several times. They all trained to go, one hit for need though. Can't let you stop this show, turn up on 3 with Ari.Ellaaaa. If you wanna twerk with me, better turn up on 3. My hands on my knees, dipping it slowly. Better hop on that, this, that. Shit, they ask is bad, you better handle that. If you wanna twerk with me, better turn up on 3. My hands on my knees, dipping it slowly. Better hop on that, this, that. Shit, they ask is bad, you better handle that.
What's up? We back. This is Rawrdzone Wrestling. It's your homegirl, Ivy. So there's no Muffin Man today. He is with the kids. So this got to be me podcasting all weekend. So out at Freaky Bum Clothing. Today's episode was sponsored by Freaky Bum Clothing. I got to win a raffle for one of their hoodies, so I want to thank you for that. Shout out to Awesome and our friends at NWO News, always supporting, always looking out. Talking about support, I want to thank all of our sponsors who have contributed to the Get Raw 5th anniversary concert. We have Amanda Elgin and Elgin Sound Radio. We have Every Dollar Counts, Michael Bostic and Life Johnson. We have the Dirty Heels podcast. We have the Jobber Tears podcast. We have The Peel. We have Mama Vogue. We have Your Sports Show. We have Dominus TV. We have our DJ the other day. We have Rockview, ENT, and TidyUpWrap.com. Of course, Muffin Man Pictures, who's donating his time to do the photos for the event. And we have our vendors at Soul and Roll Catering, which all the yum-yums that you guys are going to eat. And I swear it's not weed infused. This is actual amazing food. So once again, click the link below to get your tickets. Come support us. Support your indie podcast because we all really need it. It's not just about the money, but just the content, because you guys, you're the fans that we're doing it for. It's fans doing this for fans. So our anniversary is really just to welcome and to thank everyone for the 5 years of the news, the freestyles, the wrestling talk, the everything. So we just want everyone to come and have a good time at the Shillelagh Tavern, the end to 30th Avenue, the R2, I believe it's where Bryant is, and just a short walk. But want to introduce these very strong and awesome women. They hold their own in a podcast dominated by men, and as you know, being on the Raw Zone, that it always gets raw. You know, you need to have that thick skin, that ice in the vein in order to make it through, right? Because, you know, these men just don't be giving the motherfucking shit up. And they dying right now in the back. But what's dope about this is they're not only on the Off the Top Ropes podcast, but they all have their own different platform. And they're going to get to both talk to you about it, being women in podcasting, but women who are fans of wrestling. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up Rach the Great and Shaw from Off the Top Rope podcast.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys. Hi. Yo, I saw you guys dying in the background. I'm like, yo, I hear them crack already. They're not even on air yet.
Yeah, yo, listen. This is the Raw Zone. 5 years. I was laughing because I'm like, woohoo! Like 5 years in this industry. Like,
yeah, that's amazing.
I don't know how I made it.
You're a woman. Okay?
Yes.
We don't give up.
No.
We don't.
We're determined.
Yes, we're built for tough.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we also want to say fuck this sometimes. You know that.
Yeah, every day.
Every fucking day. It's that meme where it's like, I want to quit my job, but then I realize I got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you kind of need money.
Yeah.
You kind of have to live, survive.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
So, introduce yourselves. Tell them your platform, you know, with Off the Top Ropes, as well as your own personal platform.
Go ahead, First Lady.
I was gonna let you go first, but I'll go. Blackheart was like online saying, you know, we've been looking for a woman to do this podcast with us for so long, who wants to join? And I'm like, I'll sign up for this opportunity. Why not? And so that's where I got the First Lady nickname from. I'm the current OTTR champion. After beating all those boys who dominated that whole scene for so long. I'm not ready to give that title up at all. It's mine. I earned it. I'm keeping it.
I don't know. We come after the title soon. Don't worry.
Oh, absolutely. they're hungry for it, but it's like I just got this. I'm not giving it up anytime soon.
Nah, that's not what Mox would do.
No, definitely not.
Period. Exactly. Keep fighting. Shout out to KO. I'm Raisha Great. You know what I'm saying? Host of the Raisha Great Show. Shout out to all those underground artists that you were playing.
Yes.
The Raisha Great Show plays every Thursday night on the Urban Heat Radio in Boston and online, playing only underground and unsigned artists. So definitely got to connect those people to me so we can get them spun.
So they've all been guests on the show. We had Agyakomah, who does R&B, not R&B, but it's like infused, as you could tell from her sound sheets.
Mm-hmm.
She brings back her roots and she puts it into music. You have Ari.Ellaaaa from Ohio, with Girls Night Out, and the other one was Jayy, who's under Miko Sky and Ace Records. You know, she's a wonderful R&B singer. So
wow, yeah, they're amazing.
We got to get, you know, since we're doing a women's show, we might as well play women's videos.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course. And I'm so here for that. I don't even remember how I met E Dukes, but me and E Dukes go way, way, way back.
Nice.
And it just was one of those things where like I popped on one of his lives and he was at an indie wrestling show like in Cambridge with Blackheart, and I was like in the live and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're watching wrestling. I'm into wrestling. And I guessed I came like the end of last year, like a December show. Yeah. And I've been on ever since. You know, I try to make it like once a month because I got to come on at least before the pay-per-views.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no way you're going to do predictions without me.
No.
So yeah, that's where we are off the top ropes. Shout out to Blackheart. Shout out to Cyber Yeti. Shout out to Maverick. All the games.
Some Big Mike.
Big Mike. Oh gosh, the Hitman. We got everybody. All the family. I'm forgetting somebody's name. But yeah, everybody. Yup. Yeah, shout out to the guys. That's where we at. And I'm on every social media platform, Raisha Great Show.
So how did you guys get into wrestling?
I grew up with it. Like growing up with your family, always watching it all the time. It was like always around, always on every time. So I was growing up in the early 90s wrestling scene. So like the Attitude Era, the early Attitude Era in the 90s, the Monday Night Wars and stuff like that. I grew up with that stuff.
Same. My great grandmother actually was into wrestling, so it was like my way of bonding with her. And the only boy action figures I could get were wrestlers.
Yeah.
So to me, it was a win-win. You know, Edge was fresh on the scene, so I was like, oh yeah, I need an Edge doll. I need a Triple H doll. You know what I'm saying? I need to get my guys next to my Barbies. And so wrestling just kind of has been like that niche thing for me, yeah.
What was the promo that made you fall in love with wrestling?
Oh, ouch. There's been so many.
Yeah, you guys had to hit me with the question the other day, so you know I got you now. I'm sorry. Not really.
That wasn't me. I wasn't even there. How did I get dragged into this?
That's your faction. You guys, listen. Take it.
Hold on. Look, now I got to put the glasses on.
Take it.
Let me put the glasses on. This gets a little shady here.
Talk about the glasses. Let me put the hoodie on.
Oh, you gonna put the hoodie on? All right. Let's
put on my sunglasses right now.
Man, it's a good question,
bro. I remember the Undertaker like vividly, just like the one that I remember off like having an impact on my life. The Undertaker came out of dirt. And I just was like, this man is supposed to be dead. Like I just knew he was dead, right? Kayfabe didn't even exist. I didn't even know what that was. But I was just like, the Undertaker just arose from the dead, and he's fighting Kane. To me, that was just like, oh, I don't know what this is, but I like this. This comes on TV every week. Yeah. I'm gonna
call the boys are gonna watch this and laugh and say she's biased with this one, and I'm gonna get a lot of heat on this next week. But I think the promo that speaks to me the most recently, or anytime, had to be Mox's return promo when he came back. I mean, just like how inspiring it was and what it meant to so many people at that time, going through mental health issues, addiction issues, and everything. It was so powerful and strong. I mean, it relates to so many people nowadays.
Shar and her Mox. I had to do it.
I'm never gonna get away from it. So.
You're a Moxley girl.
Yeah.
Look at her. Literally, her Twitter is a picture. Look at her shirt. She is Moxley's girl.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure though that if Renee was out of the picture, she had a chance.
I don't know. It's just been a huge fan for years, so.
I think for me it would have to be anything that Eddie Kingston cut. Because
you can't go wrong with Eddie Kingston promos. Those are so deep and
any promo he does, because like I was talking about this on SmackDown on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
He would literally goes and said that it's not a promo.
It's his therapy. But you can tell too. It's so real and raw.
And that's what makes the difference between the people who are going to be like actual Hall of Famers and the people who are just going to be given a title.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
The difference between the people who relate to people and can have an impact on people's lives and the other people that are just there.
Exactly.
So we already go through a double standard in life, but it's kind of worse when you're a wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
What is the worst thing you were told as a female wrestling fan?
Easily, I think it's the basic quota. You're only into wrestling because of the guys, because of what they look like. You're not a fan. You don't know any of the moves. You're just in it for what they look like. I think that's the basic one I've been getting a lot all the time.
It's interesting. I haven't been active enough in the wrestling like community per se for people to judge me hard enough. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the people that know that I watch wrestling know that I'm into enough shit that it's like, oh, like I can see that working. That fits her personality. But like I wish somebody would like give me a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, the next time somebody says something crazy, go ahead and tag me. Because I've been waiting for a reason to just tell somebody about themselves. So please, Rachel Gray Show. Let me.
I definitely will. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
I think I remember just from dating, right? Long time ago. Someone told me I only watched wrestling so I can have sex with guys.
What?
And then go and I'm like, now mind you, I'm not conceited. But I'm like, I don't need to watch wrestling to have somebody have sex with me.
That doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Because in the end of the day, I'm going to sit there watching wrestling. Nothing you do to me from 8 o'clock till about midnight. Because that's when a normal one-day Mania span would be. Because you remember, back in the day, pre-pandemic, the pre-show started at 5.
Yep.
From 5 to 7:30. Commentary, like it was a whole fucking Super Bowl. Then the matches. So that whole day, you were not getting me for nothing.
No. It was like a whole day event.
Honestly, if people think that you watch wrestling to get people instead of the other way around, like if you're my person, you have to honor and respect the fact that I am not available from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock every Monday, every Friday, every Wednesday. Now I'm in the Impact Wrestling, so now it's a whole different type of scene.
That's like a whole week thing. And now with ROH coming up like next week, it's like that's another show. It's gonna be like a whole
weekly.
Yeah.
Like like you have to respect me. Yeah.
Like I'm lucky that right now, like I love my boyfriend to death. He supports me. Like
that's awesome.
You know,
Congratulations.
he'll sit there. Like, he's a wrestling fan too. Like, we're both wrestling fans. We're both photographers.
Nice.
You know, and we like it. And we watch the stuff. And he'll sit and he'll podcast with me because nobody want to podcast with me about wrestling.
What? Not cool.
He's loyal. I like that one.
You know, like, he really puts up with the most for me. You know, but I feel like but that's the same thing if you're a wrestling fan, as a female, as a male, you're gonna sit there loyal no matter how much it's great or how much the product sucks.
Oh, absolutely.
And us, as the fans, we have so much shit to say.
Mm-hmm. Good or bad. I mean, there's always something to criticize, something to talk about every single week, every show.
And
nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect.
Listen, I'm complaining about wrestling already. I don't need you to complain about me watching wrestling because that's going to add more stress to the fact that Vince McMahon's not doing his job.
Right?
I don't want to talk about it.
It was like one of those worst moments. Like, I remember, you ever have a bad wrestling date moment? So
that's how I felt when Bianca Belair lost to Becky Lynch.
We're not even going into that one right now.
Just have to, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly how I felt when the man won.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So my reaction to that, right, is the same reaction this story has. Because I remember going out with someone, and we kind of did one of those things where we booked a hotel room just to smoke weed and watch wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I was a little more of the enthusiastic one about wrestling, and he did it for the nostalgia factor.
Mm-hmm.
More than, I guess, a true fan. So I'm sitting here in pure disgust for that Money in the Bank match.
Mm-hmm.
Where Brock got the Money in the Bank.
Oh man, no. Well, that was
also at the same time that Game of Thrones did their finale.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just sitting here in pure disgust, being like, don't fucking touch me.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, but what do you mean? Brock Lesnar is a great... I'm like...
No, that's not the point.
That's not the fucking point. This was trash.
It was. He didn't need the Money in the Bank. Like, he could have just jumped into the storyline he was going into. He didn't need it.
No, but the worst part is you had me watch that episode, the last episode of Game of Thrones that was trash. To then have to watch wrestling that was trash.
Talk about it, sis.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, nobody understands the fucking woes of the fan.
No.
Especially a hormonal fan.
And it's like, I felt like a Mets fan, and I am a Mets fan. Don't get me wrong. I love my Mets. I stand by them. It's a family thing. Like, my uncle put me onto it. Like, we have a plaque from the the first World Series they won in 1969. Like this wooden plaque, and it's carved with one of the players. So, like, that's how deep it runs in my
wow.
So, for me, it's like, I know we suck. But not everything had to suck all at once.
No, it doesn't.
All at once at the same time.
Times that the E has failed us.
Oh, for sure.
Pay-per-views. I gotta sit here and be okay with that because they want to put Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the 50th fucking time.
Right? What's the point of it? Like I've been saying it so many times on our podcast, it's like if you build the roster the right way and build up your talent, you'd be fine. But you don't, and then you get rematch after rematch after rematch, and it doesn't build anything. It's just the same story over and over and over again for months and months. And
then you see what Rach said about fucking Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch.
26 seconds? Like what?
That was the worst match. Yo, when I tell you I cried real tears. I was screaming, where is Sasha Banks?
Oh
where is she? She wasn't injured.
No.
She wasn't
She had COVID. No. She had COVID.
Was that confirmed?
That was really what they said. So Sasha,
I didn't hear that.
so
I gotta
Sasha
check the
Banks-
sources on that one, sis.
So they confirmed that when Sasha Banks was about to go on the plane, because they had to do the COVID test prior, when the results came back, it came up that she was COVID positive. So that's why the switch up, it was at the last minute. But in the end of the day, then in my opinion, I feel like she shouldn't have had no one do a match. Okay, because you just gave Becky the title back that she technically didn't lose. She advocated it because she was pregnant. You know, okay, I understand that, but at least then, like, why build up Bianca then?
Exactly.
And that's what I was saying, because I'm like, they could have done it where Becky literally fought everybody to prove she's the man.
Exactly.
And it wouldn't just be chat. And now you hear her promo, like the last promo she did.
It's also too late for this to happen.
Exactly. And,
It is.
and that's what sucks, because that's how it is with Charlotte too. Like,
Ugh.
I don't want to go ahead and throw out predictions, but Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair.
Ugh.
Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. Is Ronda Rousey going to be here every Friday?
Who knows?
Going to be here every Monday?
Who knows? We don't know.
Listen, if you eventually want Becky and Ronda to happen, it's gonna happen probably Survivor Series when she takes the belt off of Charlotte and it's gonna go to motherfucking Survivor Series with it. And then
more likely.
Because if they're gonna unify the men's title, eventually they're gonna unify the women's titles.
And it's gonna be Becky 2 belts again, and I'm gonna be freaking pissed, and I'm gonna be talking about it off the top ropes, like I hate her, and I'm pissed because that means Bianca lost.
Yeah.
And as you said, what's the point?
And that's my thing too, because then she's gonna lose. And then just for what? You're ruining your talent, and I get it.
Because they're gonna do a Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley tag team.
Oh.
No, stop! I like Rhea. Stop it! Rhea and Liv was actually a good pair, though.
No, you can't do Rhea Ripley with any tag team after you just had her get beat up by Nikki ASH.
Yeah, but you're gonna rebuild her credit because you have two domineering fucking forces in one tag team.
Are they about to get the belt off of Carmella?
They need to take the belt. Listen, first of all, take the belt off of Carmella.
Yes, that's a definite.
Well, Carmella is ready to do OnlyFans already, clearly.
Yo, first of all, because Toni Storm almost made how much in fucking 24 hours?
What was it,
she made like 10,000 the first hour she launched the shit.
Like, I told my man on the last episode that I told him to get me a fucking subscription for just 1 month. I just want to see what's in it.
I just want to see. And you know it's crazy because a lot of it isn't even like nude, probably.
No,
because you get to choose what kind of content you make. I'm like, OnlyFans is like Patreon. Oh, people just hear the name.
Originally, it was before all the porn came. It was made in England to be a musician's platform and a content-friendly platform. Now, who the fuck decided to take their clothes off and do the cha-cha for it? I don't know.
You have an option. Like you get to see. It says, do you make 18 plus content or not, or do you make friendly content?
Oh my goodness.
She probably was like friendly, and nobody knew. It was like, yeah, we're gonna have kids watch me. I'm Toni Storm. If she was thinking about her brand
with the tape everywhere.
Yeah, oh my God, I mean, yes. I would have just wore all of my outfits that I wore on SmackDown. Right? On the main roster. Everything I didn't get to wear on the main roster, I'm wearing.
Like, here you go. This is my gear that I didn't get a chance to wear. How do I look in it?
Exactly. Take some pictures and woo, money. If it was that easy, oh my God.
Right? Should all be doing it.
But if we're gonna talk about something salacious, though, we talking about that segment with Sammy and Tay Conti?
Trash. And I'm a huge AEW fan, but there was no need for that whole entire segment. None.
So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the whole episode. I honestly saw the meme, and because we watched the AO video that was put yesterday on the podcast, someone had sent it to me, and I saw that literally at the same time.
It was cringe.
Hey,
It was cringy.
I'm like, so they jizzing on the belt? That's exactly what I said. But I feel like it was just their way to try to cut a promo, honestly. Like, you remember when they used to have Big Bad Bobby Lashley with fucking Lana in the dinner trying to feed her the chocolate covered strawberry?
Oh my god. Who could forget that?
This is the thing. Like, I understand that any reaction is better than no reaction. But at this point, Vince McMahon is really showing how desperate and old he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he said on a podcast the other day, like, the fact that Pat McAfee has a match, let's be serious.
Is there any need? What about, and no offense, but this whole Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn story, like,
ridiculous.
What's the point of it? Like,
ridiculous.
There's no point of it.
I just want to see Johnny Knoxville do something stupid.
Well, that's gonna happen, but
he's gonna break. And the thing is, it's a
I want
like no rules match. Yeah,
it's anything.
Anything goes. Anything goes. So he's already gonna bring out the electric stick. He's just gonna be firing his ass up.
If Wee-Man comes into the match, I'm done.
Listen, anything goes.
Anything can happen.
Anything goes.
Watch. Sami Zayn's gonna do a haluva kick, and then all you hear the Jackass theme and Wee-Man running down like Wee-Man and Hornswoggle. Oh my god!
Oh gosh.
Because the movie just came out, anyways. It's still in theaters, so they need all the promo they can get.
But could you imagine Wee-Man and Hornswoggle just running down the ramp?
Wouldn't surprise me.
They probably be in a shopping cart. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. A shopping cart or some kind of like skateboard. Like, it's gonna be something very dramatic out of a rocket cannon. Who knows? Like, it's gonna be something crazy. Yeah, no, but that isn't necessary.
No.
Just like, you know,
Logan Paul.
No.
Like, come on. Like, this is what I've been saying.
Again.
Build your main roster talent where you can have actual talent competing in these WrestleMania matches instead of bringing in all these celebrities for no point. They're not going to be around for the next few months. It's going to be maybe post WrestleMania. They'll be around maybe for that Raw or SmackDown, but they're going to be gone after that. Listen,
I know you didn't talk SmackDown yet, but Los Lotharios.
Can we stop with that? Let's really, like, as a fan, right? I think it's cheesier than.
Oh, it is.
Like, now it's a triple threat match for the internet, for the US.
Yeah, and it makes Ricochet look stupid because Ricochet is going into asking, like, the general managers to make it a triple threat match. Like, you make your champion look stupid. Why would the champion want to have a triple threat?
That's he just got his butt whooped. Like,
end his contract now,
please. Just let him go. Just like Cesaro's gone.
Yes.
Let him fly.
Let Ali go, please.
Look, why they didn't have them fight Veer?
Yeah, right? Like, when the heck is he going to be appearing? What? Like
April 4th. April 4th. They gave him a date now. They gave him a date. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's a triple threat match now. They're very, very much reaching, very much not giving what it's supposed to.
No.
I don't know.
The mid-card titles are looking so weak right now. I mean, they're not even being defended. I mean, besides the triple threat now, I mean, they're not even being defended at all. Like,
period. And that's what makes me nervous about, Bianca Belair going up against, the man. Mm-hmm. Because she's going up against the man. It's the man. Becky, the man Lynch, okay, comes out with the shirt that says the man. Mm-hmm. You can't deny that, okay? And she's going up for that woman's title against the man, and the man be cheating. Mm-hmm. The man be cheating.
Well, for real.
And I don't know what they're going to do with Bianca after this.
Who knows?
Because they're going to have no storyline.
No.
And she already said she don't want to put her relationship in it either. So What were you saying?
I'm sorry. Who do you feel who deserves the title of the man the most for the female division?
I'd give Charlotte Flair the man. I'd give Rhea Ripley the man.
Mm-hmm.
I might even give Tamina the man. Becky Lynch is like, she came back.
She's
honestly, she looks way smaller than before she left.
Or as I like to call her, the female version of her husband, Seth Rollins.
You know, but I kind of like Seth Rollins right now.
Oh, you mean Drip God? You mean Drip God?
Yeah.
Like he's on a down streak too, because they don't know what to do with him. But he's fighting for his chance. Okay.
What's he fight Cody?
That's more than likely happening at Mania. I think that's already kind of been somewhat announced.
Nobody's supposed to know that.
Nobody's supposed to know, but I think it's like night 2 of Mania that's going to happen.
It's probably going to be night 1 because
they might do the setup for it on night 1 and have the match on night 2.
Hopefully, because the only match they announced for night 2 has been Roman versus Brock, and for that Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, who's headlining Saturday?
I think isn't Stone Cold and Kevin Owens closing night 1?
It better fucking not.
That's
not
what he
closing. They're not supposed to be closing because why would they close with the Kevin Owens show?
I think that's what I was reading online somewhere. Is like that it was going to be Owens and Austin were the closing segment for night.
Yeah, but then what is the point? The male and female Rumble, if both of them.
Who knows with them?
Event each night of WrestleMania.
Who knows?
I'm expecting to see motherfucking Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair main event the first night.
We'll see.
Hopefully.
And if they don't, fuck them.
Right?
Because I'm really getting pissed off as a fan.
I don't blame you.
Oh, see, now we can talk about as a fan stuff. Because as a fan,
all right, what pisses you off right now about wrestling?
Honestly, how they let go like 30% of their women and people of color staff in this last haul after announcing they made over $200 million in quarterly sales.
I think that's my main issue too, is releasing talent and then claiming it as budget cuts every single time. I mean, and then you don't push any of the talent you have on the roster. You bring in celebrities and all these people and give them matches and stuff. It's like, if you build the talent you have, you wouldn't have this problem, but you just choose to cut people, all your talented people, and say, oh, it's due to budget cuts, even though you're making supposedly the most money you've been making in years.
I feel like they care too much about little clips, like Reggie's TikTok.
Oh my gosh, that's another thing that makes me mad. That 24/7 title needs to freaking go. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah, I don't know
it turned into a love story for Dana Brooke.
But that's what I'm saying. It's turned into a joke. It's like no point in having it. It just
Dana Brooke. Reggie was just with Nia Jax.
Yeah, now he's with Dana Brooke.
What if Batista went to Reggie?
Oh my
God. Yeah, as a fan, I'm very disappointed. I feel like they don't care, especially about us millennials.
No.
Yeah, I feel like they do not care about the millennial fans. They just trying to pitch to the kids and see who the little kids like.
Yeah.
And try to get them on Cricket Wireless. And that's all I see.
I remember wrestling when it used to be just blood and gore, and it was amazing.
That's what I grew up with. I mean,
even Jacks. So don't even. I won't front. Even when it was Bray Wyatt dragging Kane into the depths of hell,
right?
Like that had me like even that like. But I feel like they're just doing what it is for the bottom line at this point. I'm talking about both brands, because like. Storytelling hasn't been its best. Okay, production seems half-assed as of late.
Yeah.
Like in AEW, you have fucking Excalibur. Well, not Excalibur. What's his fucking name? Saying WWE shit.
And now AEW got ROH too. It's giving very much WWE shit.
It's like, are we reigniting the Monday Night Wars for real on the 2022 type of deal? Like, I don't think they realize you can't bring back the past.
No, I hope they don't.
Well, you know, Tony Khan is now president of WWE. So the fact that Nick Khan, Tony Khan, it sounds like it's a family thing to me.
Are they even? I don't believe it's related though.
I mean, but it's also WWE world, so it could be kayfabe, and they could actually be related, and we just not know until later because it's still wrestle. It's still WrestleVerse.
Google is a hell of a tool then for them to like wipe it off the face of the universe, like Thanos goes like.
I mean, listen, people pay for their names not to be on the Forbes list. Vince McMahon is very rich. I don't doubt anything.
I'm just like, when is wrestling going to be wrestling again?
I wish I knew.
I don't think it's ever going to be the way we know it.
It's not going to go back to what we remembered it for.
Right, especially because we have an AEW coming out. We have an Impact Wrestling. We have so many things that are moving to, like, what would be prime time. We have the internet, right? It's not only cable. We don't even have pay-per-views anymore. They're called premium live events. Premium live events. So I don't even think, especially because I don't know how long this contract with Peacock is. But the way they are making it seem is like it is going to be very long. It is a very long contract.
Well, speaking of Peacock, did you hear that they're doing? They paired up with John Cena for a docuseries, announcing that it will be an 8-part, created and hosted by Cena. The 8-part docuseries is the latest expansion of WWE programming on Peacock and the first ever original from WWE Studios, taking an unprecedented look inside the psyche of
the heels. The heels, yes.
Evil?
That show I want to watch because they got Roman Reigns. They got talking about being a heel.
Was it like the Evil? Was it Evil or something? It was called Evil?
Yeah, it's called Evil, and it has Hollywood Hulk Hogan, The Miz, Sasha Banks, the Brothers of Destruction, Randy Orton, Stephanie McMahon, Ric Flair, and Roman Reigns.
Yes, I'm so excited for that show. When I say I'm so excited, because I like one scene I saw, and Sasha Banks was like, you know, the one rule was like, you don't make kids cry. Well, Sasha Banks makes kids cry. And it cut to the scene where she was like, and the little girl was crying. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then they cut to Roman, and he was like, nah, this is who I am. Like, I am the bad guy. Like, you're some good.
I'm kind of glad he took the heel. Like, I hate him as a heel, but I'm glad I hate him as a heel.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best heel they have, which is why
that's what I'm saying too. And that's why I'm saying too. Another thing about this is like, say he decided, okay, I want to retire, I want to go into Hollywood or something. Then what the hell does the company do? You have no one to build the company around, because no one's going to take his spot. I mean, who have you built to be the next person to come after him?
Omos.
Yeah. You haven't built anyone.
Omos is gonna beat everybody. Omos is gonna beat everybody.
Oh god.
Except AJ Styles. And yeah, that's
is the next Braun Strowman. They're just gonna have him beat everyone up and then find a way to phase them out.
More than likely.
Yeah, like Drew McIntyre.
He's gonna be released eventually.
Poor Drew McIntyre.
Everybody, the only reason why Drew McIntyre has a saving grace, Big E's neck is fractured.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Lashley is having surgery on his shoulder.
Yep.
So Drew McIntyre is the only real big man and like heavy hitter baby face that they have.
On SmackDown right now, yes.
And what are they gonna do after he loses at SummerSlam?
No, then you're back at square one.
They're fucked.
They are. Definitely are.
Theory's gonna come outside.
Oh god.
Austin Theory's gonna be like,
please no.
He's gonna get. Then he's gonna have to fight the
Usos. Viper.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
It will.
Are you guys team WWE or team AEW?
I'm team AEW all the way.
I'm team WWE. I have not crossed over. I just started watching AEW consistently last week or 2 weeks ago. So like it's growing on me. I'm actually leaning towards Team Impact right now. I'm kind of into the hardcore stuff. I feel like they have a lot of great talent over there that are like technical and big men and just a good variety. I love the fact that they have bodies that look like mine and regular people.
No, absolutely.
Like I don't know. Impact just is like taking
they
my heart.
They got some amazing talent over there in Impact. I mean, Josh Alexander. I mean, Willie Mack. I mean,
did Tony go to Impact yet so I could start watching Impact?
Who?
Tony.
No.
No.
Mickey James.
Mickey James.
Mickey James is forever bae. Like,
yeah,
I can watch her in any brand and be happy as long as she
has the belt right now. You know what I'm saying? So she's doing her little title run right now.
But she looks like a whole dominatrix. Can we really just talk about that though?
I kind of like it.
She looks like Stacy's mom, like 3.0.
Did you say Stacy's mom?
Like, I'm sorry, she's that MILF that every high school boy wants to fuck.
Facts. And she has her little country career going on. She is giving milk.
So, like, one alter ego is like the wholesome country chick, and then the other side is I'm gonna fuck you and your bitch and then still beat you in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So the fact that I forget the girl's name, but some girl attacked her at her concert.
Chelsea Green
attacked her at the concert. I was living for it. I was like, yes, wrestling. Like, let's get back to it.
And then I think Matt Cardona got involved on Impact this past week, and they're building to the Impact show coming up. It's going to be Mickey James and Nick Aldis taking on Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
On their next Impact show.
Intergender matches start. Like, we really need to stop it. Like, if the girls are saying that they could fuck you up, and you've seen Ronda Rousey fuck up Tripp.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
We broke enough glass ceilings as women
for real.
in wrestling forever. Like, honestly, Bianca Belair could take a lot of the dudes that are on the roster right now.
Oh, she could.
Rhea Ripley could take down a lot of dudes.
I want to see Bianca fight her husband, bro.
She's going to whoop his ass. She is going to whoop Montez.
Yeah, right?
Because she lifts more than him. Like, I study them. Like, I be on their YouTube channels. She makes all of her outfits. Like,
she does.
She just, she's it. The it girl. But Doudrop, I hope they keep her for a long time because she is very
I need them to change her name because she's not pussy. She's not a pussy. Why are you naming her after a pussy ass candy, Doudrop?
Because don't she look like a Doudrop though?
No.
Yes, she does. You in denial. She look like a Doudrop. When she came out and the girl was like, Doudrop, I was like, that sounds like Doudrop. What?
Put respect on my girl, Doudrop.
Man, fuck Doudrop. She tried to come for Bianca Belair, man. Girl, she tried
to come at Bianca Belair. It's a part of the game.
Oh my god.
Okay, and it's a part of the game. He's saying she look like a Doudrop. Period. Hold on, let me. She look like a Doudrop, sis.
Oh man.
Hold on. I got one for you. Right here. Hold on.
Whatever. You ain't gotta like it, but I love it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate the player, hate the game. It's the Wrestleverse, baby. They got to be a heel sometimes.
Right?
So, being that we're also reaching at the end of the time soon, what matches would you want to see this year? That we know that probably won't happen because wrestling hates us right now.
I want to see Bianca Rhea Ripley again. And I feel like that could happen.
Those are fun. Those matches I would love to see.
That's a good question. Let me see. I think the match that I'm excited to see, it's coming up in a few weeks. It's in New Japan, is my boy Max taking on Will Ospreay at the Windy City Riot show.
Oh, I heard about that. I'm definitely looking forward to that, but I have to go catch it on like the next day because I can't wake up that early.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. I think it's a live pay-per-view show. I think it's at 7. I think 7 o'clock. So it'll be 7 o'clock my time. So it'll be about maybe like 8 o'clock around where you guys are on the East Coast.
But you're in Boston.
Yeah. I'm in Illinois.
No, she's in Illinois. She's an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, so it's taking place in my backyard in Illinois.
So that would mean like 7
p.m. on April 16th. So it'll be about 8 o'clock you guys' time. I think they're airing it on like Fight. They're gonna do it as like a pay-per-view, like a live event.
Like a live event
on Fight. That's a match I'm looking forward to seeing.
I think I'm looking forward to more Edge fights because he's putting a lot of the new guys over.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that every time he does something with somebody, it's like a different reason why, and like they make a whole demonic type of promo out of it.
Yeah.
So the fact that you could come up with this many about so many different people.
He's evolving.
People are starting to love to hate Edge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like, why does he keep doing the matches? But the fact that he keeps getting these matches and starting these feuds, it's just like, okay.
Like, I think I want to see Edge versus Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying?
We already did that, though.
We did, but we haven't done it 2020s.
No.
We did it in 2020. We don't want any more.
I mean, listen. At this point, who are they really building, though? Because if I think about matches I want to see that are going to be
worth it. Did we do Edge and Finn Balor yet? Or that was NXT?
No, I don't think they did it on the main roster. Yeah. Not that I remember.
But then Finn Balor's going to have to bring back the Demon, okay? Because Finn Balor
the Demon can't lose. And the Demon can't lose.
Again.
Yeah.
The Demon already lost.
Yes.
To Roman.
Yeah.
And nobody ever talked about the rope breaking. Nobody ever talked about the rope breaking ever again.
No.
He never got a rematch.
No. It's like pick or choose who they want to give rematches to.
I hate it here.
I
hate it here. Because what are they going to do? Brock Lesnar? What are they going to do with Roman with 2 belts?
I've said this for a while now.
And
the brand split. And the brand split. I mean, you have to. Because if you're going to go belts on Roman and these main roster talent are going on NXT. They're going on Raw. They're going on SmackDown. They're going on each other's shows. Just end the brand split. I mean, it's inevitable.
There's no more brand split. That's the thing. That's why they're unifying the main titles.
Absolutely.
They have to because they're trying to make NXT matter more.
Yeah, I mean, look,
but they should have kept it like that after that Survivor Series to make it matter more. Instead of turning it into Nickelodeon,
right?
Network.
I never knew when that started. I was like, why? Like the first thing I was like, it's very bright.
Yeah.
So that's what made me think like, okay, this is clearly for the kids.
Yeah.
But they're throwing millennials down the drain.
Yeah, it was. I watched it it ever since it started, and I'm like, this is trash. Like,
actually,
there's nothing good really on it. I mean, besides maybe like Carmelo Hayes and that get storyline going, but other than that, it's like it's trash. There's nothing.
They're bringing back the Diva era over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with the women's division. They just got a whole bunch of tag teams. They're trying to build tag teams. Maybe the tag teams from the women's division is going to go to the tag team on NXT.
Who knows?
And it makes sense.
I mean, that's why I'm saying this brand split has to be ended. If you're going to have NXT talent appearing on the main roster and main roster talent appearing on NXT and stuff, you just have to end the brand split. I mean, it makes sense.
Facts.
My ladies, I had so much fun with you guys. I want you to drop everywhere they can find you, your personal platforms once again, and any final thoughts.
You can catch me on Instagram at charlene.cadia. You can catch me on Twitter at moxcrew2021. And catch me and Rach every Friday night with our boys from At the Top Ropes podcast.
Facts, you already know. At Rach the Great Show, RACH the Great, Rach the Great, the Blue Hair Pirate, everywhere, every Thursday. We on live doing shadow work, and then after that, we play the underground and unsigned music. You know what I'm saying? At Rach the Great Show. Follow me on TikTok. That's really where I'll be at. I'm phasing out of the Instagram type situation. So Rach the Great on TikTok. I'm kind of a vibe there.
Okay, hold on. I'm doing it.
Thanks. Follow me on TikTok.
Put your head down so I can see it. Because it's right there. Reach the Great. Oh, look at that.
The first one, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing my own hashtags and stuff. I'm trying to build a brand.
Nice.
Walk the Top Ropes. Once again, happy birthday, Blackheart. It's his
birthday,
so
buddy.
he's still turning up. I know he's gonna watch this later.
Yes.
And I hope I made you proud, guys.
I hope we made you proud.
Thank you so much for inviting us, Ivy.
Yes, thank you so much. It was a blast. I had a great time.
I'm so glad you guys enjoyed. Next time I'm gonna get the Jeopardy Labs and get you guys to come up and we're gonna play Jeopardy.
Sounds good to me.
Down.
I'm down. Let me know when.
I got you. Probably in the next couple of weeks we'll find a recording date to do this.
Sounds good.
In the meantime, guys, it's your homegirl Ivy. Thank you again for tuning in with us for the fans, by the fans. I talk with the women of the Off the Top Ropes Wrestling podcast. As we are reaching the end of Women's History Month, it's always a great feeling to be around like-minded creatives that actually want to do something. Keep the positive movements flowing, keep the creative energy going. And remember, April 14th, we had the Shillelagh. Let's have some fun. Let's celebrate everything we've accomplished. And we are out.